All right, good morning. This is the seventh annual BSides Knoxville and our second time virtual. We never thought we'd be doing any virtual, much less a second in a row, but here we are. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me, just to make sure I've clicked all the right buttons here. Go to webinar isn't my normal jam, so all right, great. All right, so literally nothing's changed. These slides are mostly the same from last year. We figured, it worked, so why change it? In fact, I'll be honest, it was really tough to get things going this year. It was really tough to get motivated to do another virtual conference. We felt like there's already been a year of virtual conferences, so what do we have left to say? And then we put out the CFP and we got some amazing responses back. And yeah, clearly it was worth putting on another virtual conference. So here we are. Lots of people signed up. I think we're just shy of 300. I haven't checked this morning, so we might have broken that 300 mark of registrations. A few differences this year. We're not going to be live streaming to YouTube this year. That was just one of those things that fell by the wayside because we jump on a planning call and we'd say, okay, here's the energy we need to put on this conference. And we had about this much energy. Like we were right there. We were like, okay, we're probably not going to do any extra stuff. It was fun learning how to do that last year. I set things up to rebroadcast the stream to YouTube, and it got a little iffy at times because I had to learn how to mute mics. I was logged into two sessions at the same time, and we had two talks that didn't want their talks recorded, so I had to run around and kill the live stream and then remember to restart the live stream after that track. So at a normal BSides Knoxville, I'd be picking up 15 dozen donuts this morning, and that's what the aftermath of 15 dozen donuts looked like when we feed everybody donuts for breakfast. Let's see. It would help if I shared that screen. Nope. Yeah. That's what 15 dozen donuts looks like. And yes, thank you, Adam. Feeling the love from the people connected here. Yeah, so you can see me, you can hear me. Only seeing a blank screen. Screen of monitor 2. Monitor 3. Sorry, too many monitors. How about that? You seeing donuts now? Donuts, yeah. And it's interesting because we've been around long enough to see donut companies come and go. We used to get donuts from a company called Maker's Donuts, and made amazing donuts. They'd make these key lime donuts that had like a little corner of lime in the center of the donut. Amazing stuff. This year we had to go with Duck Donuts because Maker's disappeared on us. But Knoxville happens to be a great city for BSides, especially when it's not raining, when we've got a sunny day for it. But we've had a lot of good days for it, and we usually do electronic badges. On the left-hand side here, that's Jed. He designs all the electronic badges, works at Cisco, and his job is basically like he's full-time makes pen test hardware for pen testers, for internal Cisco pen testers. So he's got one of the coolest jobs ever. And we usually do these physical posters, these screen printed, made to look like a band poster. Those are great. You can actually see some of those behind me here. From over the years, we've got one for every physical conference we've done. So there's 5 of those behind me. And yeah, we'd love to get back to that. Actually, we do have a merch shop. If you go to, help me out here, is it 10-sec or 10sec.org? Let me check real quick. It's 10sec.org, and there's a merch link. I'll drop it in the chat here. And you can actually get reprints of some of those posters if you want them. So big thanks to James for setting up that merch store and getting those prints on there. And he even tested some out, ordered some. And we've got the little BSides Knoxville tape stickers there as well. Big fan of those. But yeah, we're going to get back to this. So next year we actually have a new venue picked out. We'll show some pictures at the, I think at the end of the slide deck. At the end of the day, I've got some pictures. But it's called Relix Variety, and they mostly use it for weddings. But it's an excellent venue. We didn't really have any sponsors this year, so we figured we'd just show our previous sponsors some love. It doesn't cost a ton to put this on. Basically, we have to pay for to go to webinar, and we've got to pay for Sched, and that's about it. You know, it's not our typical $20,000-$30,000 budget, you know, where we're feeding 300 people, 350 people breakfast and lunch, you know, and having to rent out the venue and order lanyards and electronic badges and have them soldered and all that. So about 1 million things I don't have to worry about. And the rest of us don't have to worry about with the virtual conference, but we are very much looking forward to getting back to the physical. So if you're not in Discord, that's LobbyCon, that's our hallway con. So already people hanging out there, chatting there. And most of the organizers are going to be in there as well. We'll have some speakers in there. We've got a green room if you're a speaker and you have any questions, or if you're an attendee and you have any questions, that's the place to go. We do have 2 tracks. This is track 1. Track 2 is behind me. I'll get that. We'll get that started. And we're going to have a moderator for each track. You know, we'll introduce the next speaker, what track is coming on. We're not going to read out their bio. So speakers, if you want your bio read, I hope you have a bio slide. I just think it's a bit much to read out a whole bio. Whoop. Social media, we usually go with BSK and then the 4-digit year. Makes it easy to find tweets about us. Very little chance anybody else is going to be using that same hashtag. So that's the hashtag to use. Make it easy for people to find stuff related to this particular BSides Knoxville. We do have a CTF going on today, hosted by Secure Code Warrior. And I'm looking for Dan here. Usually last year, Dan did...
I'm on here.
What's that?
I'm on here.
You're on here.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, I'm looking under attendees. I've neglected to look at staff. There you are. So this is where I hand it off to you, Dan.
Great. The only thing I was trying to figure out was to share my screen. I guess you'll give me that ability.
I can give you that ability.
There we go.
Oh, you took it. You got it.
No worries. Let me make sure. All right, let's see the share. It's been a while since I've used GoToWebinar.
Same. It's been a year exactly.
Let me see if I can show my webcam here. There we go. So there we go. Can you see me?
Yep, we can see you.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna hide this. There we go. All right. Can you see my presentation?
Yep. Got it.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet since we've got 10 minutes for the kickoff at 9. So my name is Dan Lewin. I'm the Enterprise Account Executive for Secure Code Warrior, and thank you so much for inviting us. It's great to be a sponsor for BSides Knoxville again. And again, we are putting on the CTF, or the Secure Coding Tournament for those who haven't heard of us, we provide a secure code training platform for developers, and really what our mission is to inspire developers to really embrace preventive secure coding approach that enables every team to both build and ship quality software with confidence. And what we developed was a cloud-based solution built by developers for developers. And what this ultimately does, it basically improves security during the software development process, and it helps organizations to achieve faster and more secure product development. It's going to bring security to the developers, so they're going to become more security minded or more security conscious. And one of our biggest goals as an organization is really kind of change or create a more positive security culture to the development community. We have really changed the paradigm from a more traditional approach to a more hands-on. So you think of the traditional training of CBTs, classroom instruction, where we're more hands-on, more like micro training, where you can spend 5 to 10 minutes, and where we find with that the retention rates are pretty high when it comes to learning about how to address security vulnerabilities within your particular language or framework, which is something that people can retain over time and can apply to their everyday work. We have an all-in-one skills platform that consists of tournaments, courses, training, assessments. Everybody that gets access to our platform today, you're going to have access until, I believe it's like May 12th, so you have another week or two to practice. But in the tournament, or in the platform itself today, you will get access at 9 o'clock to the tournament. This is really the CTF. This is how we're doing a culture shift and awareness. Really exciting developers and security people to have an open competition to score as many points as possible. You can also have access to our training. This is self-paced, so you go in, you select a language or framework, and this will help build and maintain your skills, and it helps improve your scores in the tournaments. So feel free to do that if you have some time today. Even after the tournament, feel free to go into our training. I'll just do a quick demonstration real quick. I'm just looking at my time here, 3. So just give me 1 second. When you register and get into our platform, you're going to come to our homepage here, and where you're going to access the tournament, you're going to see down here in the bottom far right, you'll see the BSides Knoxville. You're going to click on that, and this will take you to the tournament page. So once you're ready to join, you can hit join. Now you can join anytime during the tournament. The tournament runs from 9 o'clock Eastern to 4:30 today. So feel free to go in when you have some time. You don't have to do it. You don't have to complete the tournament on one sitting. You can come in and go in whenever. It takes somewhere maybe about an hour to 2 hours max if you want to maximize all the points in the tournament. Feel free to go into our training here. We have a training tab here. You can select the language or framework you're currently working on. We have over 50 different languages for the tournament. I think we have about 20 or so, but you're going to go in and you can practice here. And what you find in the training is going to be very similar to what you find in the tournament. And it's going to basically, I'm going to just get rid of this. You'll have a quick introduction first time you load in here. Oops. Let me get this. Let me just load this real quick. Just gives you a quick run through if you're brand new. I'm just using as a user logging in here. So we're going to go into a mission, and typically when you go through these challenges here, again, it's going to give you a little bit of a run through, so you'll just give you an idea of how to use the screen as you progress through the tournament. I'm just going to click through this real quick. Okay. But there's 3 things you're going to be doing. You're going to be locating, identifying, and fixing vulnerabilities. And in this case right here, we're going to be actually locating a vulnerability The vulnerability category is going to be an injection flaw. Particular vulnerability is remote file inclusion. And so when you go in here, take your time, try to find the vulnerability. What my recommendation here is use the hinting tab here, because this is going to help you learn about the vulnerability, how to go about solving it. The first hint is free. It doesn't cost you any points for the locate and identify. When you're fixing a vulnerability, it will cost you some points, but the first vulnerability hint is free for when you locate and identify vulnerabilities. But typically what we have is a little bit some information about the vulnerability. We have a little small video here about it. Take your time, watch it, learn about it, and then go about in trying to solve this particular vulnerability. So this is kind of the process of how it's going to work. You're going to go through either locating and identifying a vulnerability. You're going to select on the right answer you think is right, and you would hit next to move forward to see if you get it right or wrong. Again, you want to maximize as many points. Since we're kind of running out of time, I would show you more in the demo, but I'd like to go back to the presentation real quick, just so you can get a little bit more tournament details. So just bear with me. Okay, so in our platform, we have 50 or more languages for this particular tournament. I think we've got a little bit over 20 languages or frameworks that you can choose from. There's around 40 challenges, so it will take somewhere between 1 hour to 2 hours to complete all the challenges. Again, you don't have to do it all in one sitting. I do ask, if you do go and select a tournament language, that you will only be able to select one, so that will be the only language so choose wisely, I'd like to say. There's 3 types of challenges that you're going to be working with. You're going to be identifying a particular vulnerability within a block of code. You're going to be locating a named vulnerability within a block of code. And then finally, you're going to be fixing a vulnerable piece of code. How scoring works, for easy challenges, you're going to get about 100 points. Medium is about 200 points. And hard, you're going to get 300 points. You're going to have different missions or quests, 1 through 7 or 8. You can start wherever, but my recommendation is to start at the very beginning, kind of work your way up to the more difficult questions, so you get familiar with it. There is some lives lost, so you have a maximum attempts per challenge, so there's up to 3 challenges. And of course, if you get the first one right the first time, you get 100% of the challenge or all the points. And then if you get it on the second attempt, it's 60% correct and 30%. That's how our scoring system works. We do have hints. There is a cost to using hints, but like I said, for the vulnerability, the locate vulnerability stages and the identify vulnerability stages, the first vulnerability hint is free. So I recommend using that, but then you start to see that we do start to take points off for using additional hints. And then finally, the pick solution stage, which is more of the fixing the particular vulnerability. There is no free hints. You will be deducted points for using hints throughout. You will have until 4:30 p.m. today to complete, and then we will announce winners and prizes. I will update the scores and any announcements on the Discord in the Secure Code Warrior channel. But if you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'm happy to help you out. We will have prizes. We're giving away a hoodie, t-shirts, and hats for the winners. And again, this is in the Discord, so you can go here and set up and register, complete the setup information to log in. And again, I wish everybody the best and good luck. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to message me in the Discord. And back to you.